The
This
entire,
conference will now be
whatever you
recorded.
are doing, whatever you are building the reports, whatever you are filtering the data, whatever you are performing the actions, first of all, you need to understand what options we have from the tool. Afterwards, we'll get to know how to implement that options depends on the project. So here, if you're going to see, we have the topic which is known as Tableau workspace. We have the topic which is known as Tableau workspace. That means we need to understand what is Tableau workspace actually, what are the options are included in the Tableau workspace. Here, if you're going to see, Tableau workspace is nothing but where we are saving the source data, saving the source data, as well as where we are developing the reports, where we are developing the reports is known as Tableau workspace. Is known as Tableau workspace. Understand clearly. If you are not understanding, try to ask me. What we are telling, where we are saving the source data as well as where we are developing the reports is known as Tableau workspace. And once again, it has been separated as two parts. The first part should be data window. The first part will be data window, and the second part should be visualization area. What we have, the first part will be data window, and the Tableau workspace itself, it has separated as two parts. One part should be data window, and the second part should be visualization area. What is the, we know what is entire Tableau workspace, yes. So what I can call as data window means where we are saving the source data is known as data window. What is visualization area means where we are developing the reports is known as visualization area, because the overall we have given the definition, but you need to understand the definition for data window and visualization area. Data window is nothing but where we are saving the source data, saving the source data is known as data window. And what is visualization area means where we are developing the reports, where we are developing the reports is known as visualization area, is known as visualization area. We know this. Now what we need to understand means what data window consists of. We are telling that source data, but how it consists of. Okay, we are telling that visualization area we are building the reports, but what options we have there to build the reports. So let's start with data window. Once you connected with any kind of data, for example, let's think that we have the data source. Okay, here we have the data source. Here, however, if you are going to see where we have the data source, once I have the data source, and then here we have our tool which is Tableau. Here we have our tool which is Tableau, and I have the tool which is Tableau here, and we have the data source Tableau desktop case. We have the Tableau desktop. Once you get this data from data source to Tableau, okay, you're connecting with Oracle database, whether you're working with Excel database, whether you're working with SAP HANA, whether you're working with some Salesforce data, whether you're working with any kind of database. Once you get that data into Tableau, we are going to get that data in the form of dimensions and measures. Remember this word. Always you will get the data into Tableau in the form of dimensions and measures. You will perform the joins at the connection level. You will perform the blending at connection level. You perform cross database joins at connection level. You are performing relationships at connection level. But once you get that data into Tableau workspace, you're going to get the data in the form of dimensions and measures only. Just we are going to get the data in the form of dimensions and measures. What it consists of means it consists of dimensions as well as it consists of measures. What it consists of means it consists of dimensions as well as measures case. However, if you are going to see where it is going to be consist of dimensions as well as measures. And once we know this, once we know how exactly, you need to understand what is this dimension and what is this measure, because the high importance always as a reporting developer, not only the Tableau, any kind of reporting developer, they need to understand what are dimensions and what are measures. Based on the dimensions and measures only, we are going to build the reports. Here, if you are going to see, let's start with dimension. What is dimension and how we can able to make use of dimensions to get the required results case. How we can able to make use of dimensions to get the required results. In this dimension point of view, in this dimensions point of view, what are dimensions means. Normally, first of all, let's understand what is dimension. Okay, then after we can see what are dimensions and all these things. Dimensions are nothing but which describes about the data, which describes about the data is known as dimensions, is known as dimensions. Understand clearly, which describes about the data is known as dimension, or which describes about the business also you can call. Here this data is nothing but business data, guys. Business, okay, which describes about the business is known as dimension. If I want to describe about this institute, means what I want to tell, what are the courses we are offering, okay, what are the faculty names, how much of experience they have, how many locations we have, the offices will be there. I need to tell this all these things. If I want to analyze my institute, okay, how I can analyze, how much fees I am getting, okay, how much promotion cost I am keeping, and what is the student count will be there. That all the things comes under measures. Okay, analysis will takes place based on measure, description will takes place based on dimension. So you need to understand that words clearly, guys. Okay, and which describes about the business is known as dimension. How it behaves and what it consists of, what it consists of and how it behaves. So it consists of textual data. It consists of textual data plus primary keys. It consists of textual data plus primary keys. However, if you are going to see, it consists of textual data plus primary keys. What is primary keys means? It will not allows any duplicate. It will not allows any duplicates. However, if you are going to see where it is not going to allows any duplicates, that means if I have a student ID, I am giving to you, okay, one. Can I give the same ID to some other person? No. That's why here we are telling that it will not. All the IDs comes under primary keys. All the IDs comes under primary keys. Either it may be a customer ID, transaction ID, order ID, student ID, or employee ID. Whatever the IDs will be called as primary keys. Primary keys means it will not allow any duplicates. And how it behaves? It behaves as discrete are independent. Discrete are independent. That means there is no dependency from one field to other field. Every field will behave as independent. If you are not coming to class, he is not going to come, or what? He will come. That means the dimension point of view, there is no dependency. Dimension point of view, there is no dependency. That means there is no dependency. There is no dependency between one field to other field, one field to other field. Every field will behave as independent. Every field will behave as independent will be there. And examples, example means all the textual data. All the textual data means string relevant information. All the textual data means string relevant information. That string relevant information may be a customer name, either it may be a product name, either it may be a some segment, or either it may be a some branches, or either it may be a etc. All the string relevant information. String data type is there, yes. That all the things comes under textual data. And it consists of geographical data. It consists of geographical data. That means we know geographical data: country, state, city, postal code, county. There might be different things. City, and however, if you are going to see whatever we have, etc., that all these things comes under geographical fields. And then we have dates. All the dates comes under dimensions. That means either I can go for year, either we can go for quarter, either we can go for month, or etc. This all these things comes under dates. And all the primary keys and all the primary keys comes under dimension. That primary keys may be customer ID, comma, transaction ID, transaction ID, comma, vendor ID, vendor ID, comma, order ID, order ID, etc. This all the IDs will be part of primary keys. You check from any kind of domain, okay? You check from any domain, whether it banking, retail, healthcare, manufacturing, or some other thing. What you have dimensions means only these four fields. Only these four fields. You will not get more than that. You will not get more than that. Yes.
Is there any case, suppose measure, any measure come under the dimension, any case, any
You
geography?
can, you have the option of converting. You have the option of converting. But
By
directly
default,
by default means dimensions comes to measures. You are giving student ID. ID is 1 to 3. Okay. Sometimes it falls under measures. And then you are converting to dimension. And then you are converting to dimension. But measure will not fall into dimension. But dimension will fall into measure by default sometimes. Sometimes. Because why means this IDs are some values. Sometimes it considered as a measure only. ID is 1 to 3. It is a numerical data. Tableau does not understand some point of view. Okay, it's a numerical data. It will keep it into measures. So what we have the option means we have the option to convert measure to dimension once again. Then it will go back to dimension. And then once we have done, then we have the concept of measures. Then we have the concept of measures. What this measures means, we are telling that which describes about the business is known as dimensions. What is measure means, which analyze about the business, which analyze about the business is known as measures. What we have, which analyze about the business is known as measures. What it consists of, consists of it consists of numerical data. It consists of numerical data plus foreign keys. It consists of numerical data plus foreign keys. Foreign keys means it will allows the duplicates. It is going to allows the duplicate case. However, if you are going to see where it's going to allow the duplicate, for example, okay, we are going for big bazaar or dmart or some other like shopping malls, they're taking our number, yes, and second time also we are going there, okay, and they're taking the number, same number, so they're creating some other ID for you. No, the same ID you need to store the other transaction also. On that time the transaction will allow in foreign keys. On that time the transaction will allow in foreign keys. That's why we are calling as it will allow the duplicates, but primary key will not allow the duplicates. How it behaves, it behaves as continuous. It behaves as continuous. It is going to behave as continuous or dependent. It's going to behave as continuous or dependent. That means there will be a dependency, there will be a dependency between one field to other field, between one field to other field. There will be a dependency between one field to other field. Here if you are going to see, there will be a dependency between one field to other field to get the overall results, to get the overall results, guys. And then what are examples means, every analyzing factor comes under measures. Every analyzing factor comes under measures. Suppose how the people are going to analyze us, based on our salary only, no? Yes or no? If you are going back to home, okay, and we came to Amirpet and we are going back to home and we are asking, like, once we are came out from the home, what the first question they are going to ask you? What are you doing? First question is not salary. What are you doing? That means they will get to know about our business. By chance we are telling that I am doing the job. What is the second question? How much salary you are getting? Okay, by the help of job they can describe you. Okay, by the help of salary they can analyze you, whether you are getting good or bad, or they can do some promotion for us. Yes. So here every analyzing factor, either it may be a sales, either it may be a salary, either it may be a profit, either it may be a revenue, either it may be a value, whichever actual value or target value, or it may be etc. Every analyzing factor comes under measure. Every analyzing factor comes under measure. In our class point of view, like student names comes under dimension, and fees comes under measure. Fees comes under measure. And if, like, without dimension, dimension, without dimensions, however, if you are going to see without dimensions, there is no measures, there is no measures, there is no measures, there is no measures. And without measure there is no analysis, there is no analysis. However, if you are going to see here, without dimensions there is no measures, and without measure there is no analysis, there is no analysis. If we need to build if we need to build the meaningful report, build a meaningful report, we required both dimensions and measures. We required both dimensions and measures. However, if you are going to see, we required both dimensions and measures. If we want to build a meaningful report, what we want, we require the dimensions and measures. Then only we can able to build. Then only we can able to build. Else we cannot build. Else we cannot build anything, guys. That's what the concept of this. That's what the concept of dimensions and measures. So you need to understand this one, guys. Why means repeatedly we are going to use. Repeatedly means the entire tableau has been based on these dimensions and measures only. And once you know what you have in data window, then you need to understand what we have from the visualization area. What we have from the visualization area. Here, if you are going to see what we are calling visualization area, where we are developing the reports, is known as visualization area. What it consists of. However, if you are going to see what it consists of means, however, if you are going to understand what it consists of, this visualization area, however, if you are going to see in this visualization area means where we are developing the reports. So what I want means visualization area consists of shelves and marks card. Understand this, shelves and marks card. By the help of shelves, by the help of shelf, by the help of shelves, by the help of shelves, where we can develop the reports, where we can develop the reports. Okay, by the help of marks card, by the help of marks card, help of marks card, where we can, by the help of marks card, where we can make the reports, where we can make the reports in more meaningful format, in more meaningful format. However, if you are going to see by the help of shelves, we can able to develop the reports. By the help of marks card, we can make the report in more meaningful format. What are shelves? What are shelves? Shelves means row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, filter shelf. What we have? Row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, and filter shelf will be there. However, if you are going to see, this is what we have: row, column, page, and filter will be there. Here, if I'm going for row shelf, if I'm going for row shelf and column, leave about these pages and filters. Leave about these pages and filters. These are two different topics for us. These are two different topics for us. We see in the topic list. These are two different topics. But what is the use of this rows and columns means, what you're doing, you're dragging these dimensions and measures into rows and columns only. By dragging the dimension and measure into rows and columns for building the report, for building the report, by dragging the dimensions and measures, by dragging the dimension and measures into rows and columns, into rows and columns for building the reports, rows and columns for building the reports, for building the reports. I hope you're understanding what we are doing means, by dragging the dimensions and measures into rows and columns, where I can able to build the reports, where I can able to build the reports. Once we have done with this, okay, once we have done with this, then what we have in the marks card, what we have in the marks card. Here, if you're going for marks card, if you're going for marks card, marks card consists of color, okay, size, label or text, label or text, and then detail, tooltip, and then finally shapes, finally shapes. What we have means, we have the color will be there, we have the size will be there, we have label or text will be there, detail will be there, tooltip will be there, and then shapes will be there. Leave about this detail, okay, it's a other topic which is hierarchy. Okay, leave about this shapes, it's a other topic which is known as image processing, which is known as image processing. So what we will do by the help of color means, by the help of color, by the help of colors, where we can assign, where we can assign the, where we can assign the colors to the visualization field, colors to the visualization fields. By the help of size, by the help of size, where we can size the visualization, size the visualization based on the measure value, based on the measure value. I hope you are understanding. In size you need to use only the measures, in size you need to use only the measures. You can use dimensions but no use, you can use dimensions but no use. Always you need to use the measures to size the visualization. Label or text means if we need to assign the value for the visualization field, assign the value for the visualization fields, where we'll make use of label, where we will make use of label or text, where we are going to make use of label or text will be there, and leave about detail and leave about shapes. But what is the use of tooltip means? Suppose I build some visualization, okay? If I place my cursor above that visualization, it is going to highlight with dimension name and measure value. Label tooltip is nothing but once we are placing the cursor above the field, above the field, it will highlights with dimension name and measure value. It's going to highlight with dimension name and measure value. What we are going to do, once we are placing the cursor above the field, it's going to highlight with dimension name as well as measure value, guys. Nothing more than that. That's what the concept of marks card. That's what the concept of shelves. Okay, that's what the concept of Tableau workspace, dimensions and measures, and then Tableau. Let's see this all these things in the tool point of view. How what is the Tableau workspace and all. Here, if you're seeing, guys, okay, leave about this. Okay, I'm closing this.
So data window and the
You
data
will, I
source
will
are.
show you. No, ఆ డేటా సోర్స్ ని తీసుకొని వచ్చి ఒక దగ్గర పెడతాం కదా,
Uh-huh.
that place will call
Place,
data window.
okay.
That place only. I will show you clearly. Let's leave about how to connect with data. You will get to know. Okay, as of now I'm connecting to the data. The whole page what we are seeing is nothing but Tableau workspace. Now what we are seeing, this whole page is nothing but Tableau workspace, and only this part till here we have one part, no, till here, this part where we can able to call it as data window, and this part where we can call it visualization area. The whole part which we can able to call it as, I think. So, however, if you are going to see what we have, this is the whole Tableau workspace. Okay, it have one part here. Okay,
Mhm.
this is data window. This is data window,
Okay.
and remaining part which we can call it as visualization area. In remaining part, you have the marks card. Okay, and you have the filter tab. Okay, you have the page tab, pages, one more tab, and you have the row here, and we have the column here, we have the column, and after this whole thing is visualization, this whole thing is visualization area. In this data window, what it will show means whatever the connection type you are connecting, whether you are connecting with live or extract, it will show the data source name. Okay, data source name, under that data source name, don't think this, okay, you need to understand data source name, and under that it will save some dimensions and it will save some measures. Okay, how means, let's going back to here. Here if you're seeing, this page is data window and the remaining page is visualization area. Okay, what this all the things comes under dimensions: customer name, location, order date, order id, product segments, ship date, and all the things. And this discount, profit, quantity, sales, orders comes under measures. All the green color indications comes under measures, that means continuous, that means continuous. And all the blue color indications comes under dimensions. All the blue color indications comes under dimensions will be there to get the results. Now I'm building, now we have the dimensions. Now I want to make use of dragging this dimension and measures into rows and columns, dragging these dimensions and measures into rows and columns, where we can able to build the report. Yes or no? Now we can able to build the report. Now however I have the dimensions and measures. Okay, now I have generated the report, but I want to make this report in more meaningful way. That means I can drag this sales into size. Okay, and I can drag this subcategory into color for assigning the colors, and I can drag this sales into labeling to assign the value. To assign the value will be there. leave about this detail and leave about the shape concept also. You will get to know. And what is this tooltip means? If I place my cursor, what it's doing? It is telling the dimension name is chairs and the sale value is 3,35,000. Tooltip means it will highlight both dimension name as well as measure value. It's going to highlight both dimension name as well as measure value to get the meaningful results. To get the meaningful results. Likewise, where we can able to make use of getting the required results. Likewise, where we can able to make use of getting the required results, guys. And once we have done with this,
So by default, it will show you to no need to do anything with more action.
no, you don't need to do anything, guys. You don't need to do anywhere anything. Okay, just you need to understand how we can able to perform. Understand how we can able to perform to get the results. Nothing more than that. And here, once you have done this, okay, once you have done with this, just to understand how we can able to make use. Okay, and at bottom you have some here. Okay, this is nothing but sheet, this is nothing but dashboard, this is nothing but storyboard, but we have sheet, dashboard and storyboard. And ఎక్కడి నుంచైనా తెచ్చుకుంటాం, దట్ ఈస్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్. Data connections, how to pull the data, how to get the data from whether other place to Tableau. Why we are not building anything here, just to understanding the options. Okay, so we are not seeing anything also here technically. This is the sheet and this may be the dashboard, this may be the storyboard, and this is the home button, guys. This is the home button, this is undo means back button, this is redo, forward button, replay button, and save. Connect to new data source also I can able to connect here. Okay, if I want to connect any data to pull, I can able to do from here. This is nothing but pass auto update or run update. And here we have creation of new worksheet from here, new dashboard, new storyboard. The same thing you can do from here. Here also you can do. This is nothing but duplicating the sheet. If I want to make one more sheet, I can able to duplicate. Or if I want to clear that sheet, I can able to clear the sheet, I can come back. And swap means rows to columns and columns to rows. I want ascending order, then I can get the ascending order. I want descending order, then I can able to get the descending order, depends on the need. This is the symbol of highlighter, this is the symbol of group, and this is the symbol of text. Text is nothing but labeling, guys. If I uncheck, you don't have the text. If I click on this, you may get the text. And this is nothing but fixed access. And every option you will get to know. Nothing. Just understand. Fixed access. And then fit width. Okay. Fit height. Okay, else entire view or entire view, there might be different options, and standard also which we have. And this is nothing but show and hide cards, show and hide cards. This is nothing but presentation mode, this is nothing but presentation mode. If I want to present any of the views, and escape will come back or exit also will come back. This is nothing but once you develop the reports, you need to publish that reports to server. You need to publish that reports to server where I can able to share the workbook. And here if you are going to see what we have, show me consists of what? Different types of charts, different types of charts. If I want text table, I can. If I want tree map, or if I want bubble chart, or if I want bar chart, depends on the need of my business. Whatever the chart type I want, I can able to build. Whatever the chart type I want, we can able to build to get the required results, guys. That's what the concept of this, that's what the concept of this, how we can able to make use of getting the results, guys. That's what the whole concept of Tableau workspace. And then you need to understand how the every option, because if you know this option, where to tag, how to tag, what is the use of that means, then you can do the in a more faster way, as well as we can understand the concept too clearly. And this is nothing but grid. I want to show the visualizations in grid format, I can. Highlighting one and showing remaining in down. Okay, this may be other one. Else highlighting only single view. Else highlighting only single view. At bottom, what you have means this is showing the grid. For example, let's go back to here and build some visualizations. Okay, now category wise profits I'm building in one sheet. Okay, and I'm going for one more thing, ship date wise. Okay, year wise, quarter wise profits, year wise, quarter wise profits. Else I'm going for one more thing where I can able to make use of state-wise sales. State-wise sales or profits, whatever I want, I can able to get. State-wise sales or profits where we can able to make use of getting the results. Make use of getting the results where I can able to make as filled map. Where I can able to make as filled map to get the meaningful results. To get the meaningful results, guys. I don't want sales need to be in color. I want like however if you're going to it's in color, and the sales need to be in size, sales need to be in size to get the required results. Likewise, whatever if you want to perform, we can able to perform to get the meaningful result. Now see, now this is the grid.
Oh, shoots.
It will show all the sheets. Other one is highlighting one sheet, remaining all the sheets it will show as bottom.
Okay.
And other one is just showing only single view. Other one is just showing only single view. That means here it is not showing at bottom any of the thing also, just what you have the actual visualization, it will show that actual visualization. Likewise, you can use any kind of options whatever you have here, guys, but we need to understand this is helpful for different types of charts. Not only from there, you can able to do from here also, whatever the chart types you want, you have the option of performing that to get the meaningful results. To get the meaningful results, however if you are going to make use where we can able to get the meaningful results. Leave about this filters, it's a different topic for us. Leave about this pages, it's a different topic for us. I told you, shelves consist of page shelf and filter shelf also, but these are two different topics for us, and you will understand what is the use of each and every topic. And every field is a one or two topics for us here: file, data, worksheet, dashboard, story, analysis, map, format, server, window, help. That means here, if you are going to see, if you know this whole page properly, how to utilize, okay, you know whole Tableau development. Nothing. The entire development will take place on only this page. Only on this page with different concepts. With different concepts like sets, groups, actions, formatting, join, blending, whatever. The every concept will done by the help of this page only, no? So if you know every option, it's not that much easy, okay? So if you click on this, there are so many options. If I click on this, there are so many options. If I click on this, there are so many options. So many options. That means it's a option based only. It's a option based. You need to understand where to perform and what to perform to get the required results, guys. To get the required results. That's what the concept of Tableau workspace. Do you have any questions from online people? Any questions, guys, here?
No, sir.
Do you have any question? Offline. Hope everyone has installed Tableau, yes? Ganesh, everyone has installed Tableau. Mega, Krishnaveni, Naveen, Sandeep.
No, sir.
Like first importance, if not ping me in, like if you cannot able to talk, ping me in the chat. The first importance, what I told you, you need to do the practice, then only you will understand the Tableau, okay? It's not something technical coding or something, it's option based. So you need to understand where to drag, how to drag, what is the use to drag. So first preference, try to install everyone Tableau, okay? First step. Then understand the tool options, then understand the tool options. Tomorrow before we are going for other class like data connections, I everyone need to be installed, and I will ask some questions, okay? Like installation point of view or this Tableau workspace point of view. Once you are answering, then only we will move to the next concept, which is data connection. So do that one. If you're finding some challenges, okay, you can ping me. I'm sharing my number. You can ping me in the WhatsApp. Don't call, okay? I will not attend. Ping me in the WhatsApp. I have this problem in installation. Definitely, I will guide you. Okay, but everyone install the Tableau for sure. Okay, then we'll start data connection class in tomorrow session, because not completing the course is not important, guys. Make sure that we are doing the best work. We are doing the best work, then only we may get the results, guys. Else we will not get the result. నా ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ పంపుతాను అకౌంట్ యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. Here, likewise, where we can able to make use. Nothing more than that, guys. Do you have any questions? So just do this task, then we'll start the data connections.
Sorry, quick last check.
Yes.
This
Which version I install,
You
sir?
you will take the screenshots, okay? I will tell them to send you the screenshots also, okay? Not only recorded video, I will tell them to share these screenshots also. That will be helpful for us for reference purpose.